This is the Horse Radio Network. Good morning, Horse World. I am Glenn the Geek, and I am here in a very wet Denver, Colorado. This is a special episode of Horses in the Morning and the Wisdom by WESA podcast. Coach Jen and I were out here for the WESA trade show where wholesalers meet retailers. In this special new product episode, we had a chance to catch up with some companies at the show that have some new products coming to market, and we chat with them about them. You'll be the first to hear about these products, everything from cell phone cases to onesies for riding. Let's get started with the VP of WESA, and then we will run the interviews back to back. We hope you enjoy. For Horses in the Morning listeners, we will be back live on Monday morning at horsesinthemorning.com. As I mentioned earlier, are at WESA, or as some people like to say, WESA, out here in Denver, Colorado, and we are at the Denver Mart, which is just on the outskirts of town, and I have here the Vice President of WESA, Patrick Powers, with me. Vice President, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So, Patrick, tell everybody that's brand new to this what WESA is.
WESA is the Western and English Sales Association. It is a trade mart where the people who own retail stores from all over the world, literally all over the world, come here to buy goods for their stores, for their retail stores, for the retail customer to purchase. You'll see the new and, fashionable things. Some things you'll see here that never make it to the store sometimes because maybe nobody liked them. But you'll see the new flashy trends from Huey or Montana Silver, Old Gringo Boots, Rock and Roll Cowboy. This is where everybody comes to get their goods to get to the retail customer.
And what's funny is years ago, when we had our retail store, we always thought of WESA as the Western side and Ada as the English side, but you guys are doing a lot more English now.
Correct. That is what the E is for in WESA. It's Western and English. We do have more and more English people coming, especially in the January show. There's more English goods. That market is, in certain parts of the country, is larger than the Western.
And it's true that we're starting to see crossover more and more with Western and English riders doing both, which we've never seen in the past like we're seeing now.
Yeah, because English people, they're,
Well, and the Western people didn't want to ride English either.
Yeah,
so.
That's right. We don't want to bounce up and down.
But they're starting to do it,
Correct.
Yeah.
There's, people who love horses, you love horses. If you got an opportunity to ride in a Western show, you're going to do that. If you got an opportunity to ride the English show, you're probably going to do that too.
You know what I blame
talent,
why that's happening, by the way, the crossover is the marriage thing, English and Western marrying each other. See, that's what so you're getting a lot more of that than we used to too. So how important is this trade show to the industry?
Oh, it is the largest trade show in the world for Western industry. Like I said before, people come from all over the world. I have people in January that I see that come from Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Mexico. This is where, if you need to find Western goods, this is where you come. There is no other large Western show. This one is currently in Denver, Colorado. Soon we will move locations to Dallas, Texas.
And we're at the Denver Mart here, which is this big building full of corridors that I just get lost in, to be honest. It's a maze in here.
Everything kind of looks the same.
It's a maze. But you're moving to a similar situation, aren't you, in Dallas?
Absolutely. It is a little bit larger building. There's many other industries in that building as well, but it is a fantastic facility. Very modern, very well kept, very up to date. It's a great facility. If anybody has any doubts, all they have to do is go to that building, and you'll be saying, yeah, I see why they're moving there.
And Fort Worth is right next door.
Yeah. Fort Worth's a fun town.
Yeah.
Love that town.
So Denver isn't bad either. Come out here for the mountains and to hang out. So it's cool too. For anybody out there who's into retail and they want to attend this show the next time, maybe they've never been here, when is it and how do they do it?
The next show is in January of 2020. I believe that January 10th is the Friday,
the
first
of the month.
day. Yeah. It's earlier in the month, but I believe it's January 10th is when it starts, and it goes through the following Monday. Thursday is actually what we call preview day. People who have permanent showrooms can come, and it's by appointment only. But Friday is the general public, and with all the temporary booths as well. They open. It goes Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and half a day Monday.
And there are
3 o'clock.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of booths.
Bring your comfortable boots because you're going to be walking around a lot.
And you will need more than one day, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Now, people who do not have a retail shop, I'm sorry, you just can't come here and shop. You would love it.
That is correct. If you don't have a retail tax license, we can't let you in the door.
But you would love it. It's like a shopping paradise in here. It's a mecca. So, all right, good. Well, and you can look it up. Just look for Western English Sales Association or just look it for WESA on Google and you'll find it as well. It pops right up at the top. Thank you for joining us and thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, of course, the first person I have to talk to about new products when we come to ADA or now WESA is my favorite person in all of trade show fairs, and that's Bella from Tax Saver. Hi, Bella.
Hi.
It's so good to see you again. How long have you been doing this now?
3 years.
3 years, and you're 12.
Yes.
So you started when you were like 2.
When I was 9.
So I can't count very good. All right. So Bella, Tax Saver has grown a lot. You have a lot of new products since we talked to you last, but one of them is pretty cool. And this is so you, this product, by the way. So tell us about it.
So this is the Poosh pouch, and for the girl on the gallop, and it's a phone holder, and you can put your chapstick in the back and your ID and credit cards inside for it in a little secret pocket. It has a snap on the top, so you could close it and you won't lose your phone in a little holder, so that you could just hold it around with you.
And it's very fuzzy.
Yes, it is.
So it's got a fuzzy outside, and it also has a design, right?
Yes,
An
it
applique.
has a horse and it says Tax Saver on the bottom.
And this could double as a little purse, right?
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's big enough.
Yep.
So why did you design this one? Did you need a phone holder?
Well, yes, and I kept on dropping my phone, and I just wanted to make something.
Your
that
mom
would
kept
hold
getting
it.
mad at you.
Yes, because I kept on breaking and cracking. And then it just, we made it, and it's really fun, and it's as soft as a bunny.
So it has a handhold. Can it hook to your belt too or not?
It can if the belt has a clip, because you can't attach the string a part of it. But
Got it. Okay, so it has to clip onto your belt. And this will hold any size phone. This would hold a big one too from the
Yes.
looks of it. And it comes in a lot of colors.
Yeah.
So you got black and gray and all kinds of tans and whites.
Yep, and a pink.
And a pink. And Bella, what do they retail for?
They're 16
And where can people find them?
at taxsaver.com and at tax shops all around the country.
Well, good job. It's so good. Every time I see you here, I'm so happy. And we'll post pictures of all of our items that we're going to talk about in our show notes as well. So check them out there. We saw a name while walking around here that we haven't seen in a while, and Jennifer and I have been doing this a long time. This is our 20th trade show, and we found Nicole, who is with Equine Edibles, and some of you might remember Equine Edibles. It was a horse brand that was out there for a long time with mash and cookies and all different kinds of things. So, Nicole, you just took it over, right?
Yes, my mom, Shelley, and my sister Molly and I purchased the company about a year ago.
And they no longer speak. No, just kidding.
Oh, yeah. It goes way better than you would think a family business would go. And so we purchased it about a year ago when the company had been out of production for a couple years.
I was going to say, I've seen these bags before, and I've seen Equine Edibles before.
We've got some brand recognition, which is great. But yeah, we're just trying to get reestablished. And
Jennifer said you're the phoenix rising.
Yes. So those people who have wanted this product and not been able to get it, you can get it.
Yay! So tell us the different kinds of products that you have.
So we have brand mashes. We have 4 different kinds.
And I think that's what we knew them for back then was the brand mash.
Yes. And then we now, they had it before, but we have also baked treats. We have 3 different varieties of nuggets and then a carrot
And these
cake.
are soft. They're more like cakey.
They are soft.
Yep.
Yeah. One of the girls at the trade show here actually has a 29-year-old horse without teeth. So we gave her a sample because we thought he could gum it.
Yeah, he could gum it. I mean, I love the candy cane ones. They smell just like gingerbread cookies.
Yes. And we've tried them. When they're baking, they smell wonderful.
I bet.
Yes.
Smells like Christmas.
Yes. It makes me really want a cookie when we're baking.
So the brand mash was popular because why? What recipe? What was the magic behind the brand mash?
So each variety has different herbs that do different things. So For instance, our old timer has yucca root and white willow to help with inflammation and arthritis. So people really like that. It's also really a great way to deliver medicines or things that you need them to get that they don't necessarily want to eat, because they do want to eat that, and they will overlook the medicine taste.
The yucky stuff that you put in it.
Yes.
Right. What's the biggest seller?
Our biggest seller is our carrot cake. So it's a 5-ounce cake. It's the soft cake, and just the price
pony
point.
Size. I stole one.
Pony size.
Yes.
And the price point is really attractive. People actually kind of sometimes will buy them as for giveaways.
Yeah, we used to see them at the counter.
Or
you
to
pick them up at the counter.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's the candy aisle at the grocery store. Yes.
And they're little single serving size, a little pony size. And you guys also make cupcakes that are really cool, and they look exactly like cupcakes.
Yes.
I want to eat one actually right now.
Yeah.
So it's the middle
After
of the day.
this, you can chomp in.
Okay. Yeah. Where can people find them now?
So we're online at equineedibles.com. And hopefully in your
Hopefully
local
a tack shop
store.
soon.
Yeah.
equineedibles.com. But I want to make sure you are still using the same recipes that people were used to years ago.
Yes. We've
Okay.
not changed anything from what you've known and loved for years.
Other than somebody has big cookers in their house right now.
Yes.
So-
Yes. My sister's garage is taken over.
Well, good luck with it.
Thank you so much.
Well, we're making our way around the show floor here at WESA, finding new products, and I found another new company by the name of Haas Boot Company, and I have Don here, who is the owner, right?
Correct.
So tell us about Haas Boot Company. What do you guys do? What do you make?
So we make primarily safety footwear. We do some soft toe footwear, but we found that the American worker needed a wider toe, wider fit shoe. So we started off with that concept in mind and went from there.
So you have work boots, you have paddock boots, right?
Yep. Western, paddock, yep. And Wellington styles as well.
So, and I'm looking, these are very good looking, by the way. We're going hiking this weekend. Could I just take a pair of these with me? Because they are good looking.
Only if you will step on one foot.
But you had something that I noticed too, and that is you have sneakers with the steel toes.
Yes.
And you don't see a lot of those these are really attractive sneakers. I mean, they look like you'd see them in a sneaker store.
Yes. So, we have some lightweight hiking styles and athletic styles that are high slip resistance and composite toes. So they're very lightweight and comfortable.
And all of your shoes tend to have the wider toe box? Is that the deal?
They do.
And my feet never fit in most shoes I put on at the shoe store because of that.
That is the biggest complaint on safety footwear is that they feel the toe.
Yeah, because what they do is they take their regular boot, they put the steel toe in it, and it takes up half the room.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what we did from the start was start with a wider toe, and we opened all new outsole molds. So molds are the rubber on the bottom, and so we bought all new outsole molds for across the line that fit the wider toe box and made it more comfortable.
So all of our people who are working in the barn, you have a variety of selection things from sneakers to short boots to tall boots to paddock boots. I mean, just everything.
Yes.
All right, so they can check that out. What's the website there? And then there's another line I do want to talk about.
HossBoots.com.
Well, that's easy. HOSSboots.com.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about this other line over here that you guys also carry. Tell me about that, because I think this is the first thing my wife saw when she walked up.
So we have a line that's been in business for 12 years called Moxie Trades. So a friend of mine who owns the company.
MOXY Trades?
MOXIE, Moxie.
IE, okay.
Yep. Meaning find your moxie, find your attitude.
Well, these paddock boots definitely have attitude.
So she was a computer specialist who got tired of the corporate world and wanted to go out and do work in the trades. So she tried to find a women's boot in Canada and couldn't find a women's boot. So 12 years ago, she started with a 6-inch simple welted pink boot, and really that's been her iconic boot. Now we do a little bit of variety. We have hiking boots with bright colors or normal browns and blacks, but some pinks and olives and tan nubucks, and so it's a wide variety. There's 6-inch, 8-inch, and all kinds of different heights. But It's a women's owned company. We're the U.S. distributor, and she distributes Haas in Canada for us.
Well, and they're fun colors. That's one thing. You can get lace. You can get pull-on paddocks. You can get slip-ons as well.
Yep.
I mean, they have all different colors. They're just fun. Jennifer saw these right away and said, okay, we got to talk to them.
Yep.
Where can people find these?
So they can find them on the same Haas website. Okay. So like I said, we're the U.S. distributor for them. So we ship everything out of Atlanta, Georgia, and we keep them all in stock for the U.S. market.
All right, and they can buy them right on the site as well?
Correct.
As well as hopefully at retailers across the country.
Yes, hopefully.
All right, thanks a bunch.
All right, thank you.
Well, I am here with Patricia of Eco Gold. Eco Gold today, also on the Horse Radio Network, Heels Down Happy Hour.
Yay.
She's the boss. She's the one you never hear from, but she keeps the girls straight over there when they're not drinking.
Silent one.
Yes, that's right.
That gives the comments after.
But tell us real quick, for those who have never heard of Eco Gold, what's Eco Gold?
So Eco Gold is a saddle pad manufacturer, and it's my father's business. And they're based in Montreal, Canada, and actually all the products, all the saddle pads, half pads, and also horse boots are made in Montreal,
in the city. Canada. Yeah.
Right in the city.
And I wanted to say, too, that Eco Gold was one of the first sponsors probably 8-9 years ago on the Horse Radio Network when we first started, way back.
Yes, we're great supporters of the Horse Radio
and you still are. Thank you very much for that. But you're here at WESA with something Western, which is new for Eco Gold.
Yes, they launched we launched the pads in April, and they were so popular in the English side that a lot of people, sometimes the wife events and the husband does Western, and they said, you should always make Western. Why don't you make a Western pad? And also Andrea, who's our graphic designer, rides Western, and she was begging us to make her a saddle pad. So, with all this combined, we decided to launch a Western line.
And what do you have?
So it's the same saddle pad as the English side. So it's our secure, Eco Gold secure saddle pad, but in Western side. So it has the same non-slip materials and breathability, and it has a pocket where you can shim it and the same impact protection.
And I will say this. I saw a thread on the One Facebook page the other day that a lot of our listeners use Eco Gold pads, and they won't use anything else. They love those things for that reason, for all the qualities that you just mentioned.
Yeah, and it's a small niche company, but the fan base is very, very loyal.
Rabid.
They're rabid fans. It's like this niche product that the people who love it a lot. And it's now translating into Western, like Ellie, for example, who does Heels Down Happy Hour. She's one of the hosts, and she both rides Hunters and Western. And she got one for our product review, and she's like, oh, this is amazing. And I think they bought a couple more. So it's something that now Western riders are going to be able to discover what the fuss is about.
Right. So where can people find the Western pad?
It's on the website. It's ecogold.ca, not .com, but ecogold.ca.
You can find it there. Check out all the details, pricing, and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Thanks, Patricia.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, I am here at the WESA trade show in Denver, and I'm at the Redding Goat booth, and I am here with Allison and Connie, who are the brains behind this new product line. It's a new company, for that matter. So first of all, tell us what it is that you're wearing, ladies.
So this is Redding Goat, and it's our one-piece insulated jumpsuit that we designed for women and we designed for riders, and there's lots of fun features for equestrians on it. You could step in and out of your boots with it on. The zipper goes from heel to mid-thigh. There's a place for your crop. There's a spur hook. Plenty of pockets throughout. We even have a horse treat pocket. And no Velcro.
So they're made for barn work and riding.
Yes, you could do both. So you could be doing your chores and you could be mucking stalls, feeding your horses, to teaching a lesson in the indoor or outside, to jumping on your client's horse or going on a trail ride.
That's a good point. You're out there teaching lessons or doing a clinic, and the weather's a little foul, a little chilly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you just have this, it takes away the cold.
And frequently you do have to jump on one of the horses.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But this seems a lot more comfortable than the big flappy coat.
Right.
Or
even like your snow pants. So we sort of took
away...
Oh,
snow pants, bad.
Yeah, sort of. We took away the bulk. So there's not so many layers. You really just have to put your breeches or your jeans and a long sleeve underneath and throw this on top, and it keeps you clean, warm, and dry.
Clean, warm, and dry. And they're designed specifically to fit ladies because Allison is here modeling what color are you going to call that?
Gray mist.
It's very pretty. And then Connie is wearing the navy blue, which is great because it doesn't show the dirt, but if you really want to be totally stylish. So that's really cool. So what prompted you ladies to invent this?
So I've been riding horses my whole life, and I always had a coverall that I wore all winter long, and I loved it because I only had to wear one piece, but it just didn't have the fit that we wanted, and it didn't look pretty, and it was heavy, so I was doing an extra workout while wearing my coverall. And Allison here has a background in fashion, and we're very good friends, and we were just chatting about the idea, and we decided to do it.
Just go for it.
Yeah. And that's what we did.
Grew out of like our own needs for sure.
Well, oftentimes products is like, I didn't know I needed that until I heard about it. Now I know I need it.
There's a lot of crossover too. It's great for riders, obviously, and that's where we come from. But I love to ski in mine. I've hiked in it as well. Anytime that you could be outside and be cold and wet, this is ideal for you.
Yeah, so. Even going to walk your dog.
Yeah.
So what is it made of? This is high-tech stuff. This is not your cotton Dickies or the heavy Carhartts that we're used to seeing on farmers.
It's a waterproof shell, exactly what you would see on a ski jacket. So there's no water or snow or wind getting through, and all the seams are fully taped, so you're not even getting in through the seams as well.
And it's very slim looking. It doesn't look like it would be insulated.
Yeah, it's filled with the 60-gram polyfill, and because it's a one piece, I think it's keeping all the heat inside. So
More
it's complete,
than
a jacket and a pant. So
yeah, well, your jacket, you get that draft right about the belly button. That's always bad.
Yeah. So this completely eliminates that. It's definitely something like a winter essential. Like you absolutely need it.
So this is brand new to the WESA market. When will it be available at local tack stores?
It's available for immediate ship. We're already in some tack shops already, and we're hoping to meet some more here.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. And
you
what?
Can have it as soon as you want it.
As soon as you want it.
For fall.
What price range do they come in?
Our price is $198. Our retail price.
Alrighty. Is it washable?
It is washable. You can wash it in the machine and just hang it to dry.
Wash cold, hang dry. And what size ranges does it come in?
Extra, extra small to extra, extra large. And we also have a regular and a short inseam available. So
we have a lot of short listeners. They're going to love that. And our co-host of our Horses in the Morning show, this is also going to go on the Horses in the Morning show, is 5'1¼ on a good day. Okay. So she's going to, and she just moved to Oklahoma and she has no winter wear. So
we hear that a lot. People walk up to us and see the one piece and they say, well, I bet it won't fit me. I'm too short. And we say, yes, we can.
Well, that's great. And if you want to find out more, you can go to www.reddinggote, REDINGOTE, equestrian.com. Well, thank you very much, ladies. This has been fascinating.
So you heard him earlier in the show, but I brought Patrick Powers back in a different light this time, not as vice president of WESA. He's in a different hat. He changed hats. But he is here for Montana Silversmiths, and that's a company we've talked about before. If you've seen the belt buckles out there, you know Montana Silversmiths. You see them in almost every store that's out there. But you guys have something fun that you're coming out with this year that I really like. Tell us about it.
That is correct. You know, Montana is the brand of champions. If you remember, hat feathers used to be really popular.
Explain that to the English riders who have no idea what you're talking about.
Turkey feather, you know, many different types of feathers. Maybe you shot a buzzard and you want a buzzard feather.
But you'd put it in the brim.
In the band of your hat, tucks in the band of your hat, and generally goes out the back. I know a few people who put them to the front, but they're a little different. My buddy J.D. Nash does that, so that's a whole different thing. But a couple of years ago, a Resistol hat company started making these red, white, and blue feathers, and they got really popular. Well, we decided, Montana Silversmith, we should do a silver feather, our own version, and now we have silver, rose gold, and a black nickel finish. They're all really nice.
They are really nice.
And we just added...
And they're subtle. They're the way you would expect a Montana product to be. They're kind of subtle, yet you notice them.
Correct. And we just added some that are customizable. You can put champion bullfighter. You can have your store name. You can have the town you live in.
If I could put Horse Radio Network on it.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Up
cool.
to 23 letters.
I need to get
There
that
you
done.
go. 23 letters and we're good.
And so where can people find those, and where can they buy
Well,
them?
they're on MontanaSilversmith.com, but just go to your local retailer and ask them if they carry the Montana hat feathers. If they don't have one, they can order one for you.
What do they retail for, do you know?
The retail on the customizable one is $82. The basic one without the customizing letters, I believe, is $49.
Okay. And to get them customized, you have to go directly to you guys, or can the store do that too?
Go through the store.
Okay.
Go through your retail store. We don't sell any customized stuff at our website. We want you to go to our retailers.
Got it. Well, I'm going to have to get one with Horse Radio Network on it. That's for sure. We're going to do that for. Thank you.
I think I know a guy.
I'm going to talk to him right now. Thank you, Patrick.
You bet. Thank you.
Well, we made our way right next to our booth, actually, is Mimi with a company called Goodworks, who does all kinds of jewelry stuff. Hi, Mimi.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, you guys are out of California?
Yes.
And you do, it looks like all bracelets? Is it all bracelets
Yes.
and necklaces?
Yes, we have necklaces, earrings, bracelets. Yes.
But they're different. And the one you put on us, I really like and I want to highlight. So tell us about this.
So this one is actually one of my favorite one as well. And what we do, every show we go to, we actually give this away to all our customers. So
We got one. So what's it do?
So we just wrap around it. It says you are beautiful, amazing, wonderful, fabulous, one of a kind, smart, talented, and gifted, or awesome. You can accomplish anything.
And what's cool is it wraps around several times. And if you look at it at any particular place like I am now, it says I'm smart.
It's like a fortune cookie.
I like that it says I'm smart. And
Well-
it also says I am amazing. I'm smart and amazing all in one shot.
Yes.
And what's your say? Or what are you?
I
Can't read it, can you?
I can't read it.
It's upside down.
It's upside down. Mine says amazing right there on the bottom of my wrist.
Look, you're amazing.
I'm amazing.
You're amazing too. So now tell us about a little bit about this company, because it has a unique story.
Yeah, so the company started 10 years ago, and it's by Helena. So we give back 25% net profit to different charities.
And that's why it's called Goodworks.
Yes.
But you have some really cool bracelets here and some really cool necklaces, and they're a little different than what we've seen at the rest of the show.
Yeah, so we have magnetic one, which is very easy to put it on and off. It's not a lot of people don't want to go, they don't know
Wanna
how
wrap,
to do it.
yeah.
So the magnetic one is really easy to put it on and off. So this
look
particular
at that.
one, you can just actually,
The magnet just pops apart?
yes, just pop it up.
And they're very blingy, some of them are very blingy.
Yes.
Yeah. And then some have sayings on them.
Yes, so you can just go ahead and.
Jennifer can't figure out the magnetic one.
It's okay.
The magnet's pretty strong.
Magnets are high tech.
Yeah, that means you're never gonna lose it.
These are
They're sparkly, but they're lots of earth tones and sparkly, which is kind of different. It's not all the turquoise and shiny diamondy thing that you typically see
Is
at
not.
the Western shows. It's very earth tones, but still shiny, and they all have inspiring things written on them. And some of them are metal, and some of them are. Is this leather?
It's leather, and yes.
some look copper colored and brass colored. Yeah.
So we have two different kind of bracelet. We have Bible verses and non-Bible verses.
Oh. Two different kinds.
Yes. So the one is this one is say you have to like the shine.
Oh,
you're
they're very
beautiful.
subtle, the verses, though.
And then we also have with God all things are possible, and has different verses.
But it's very subtle, the verses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you got up close, you can't read it unless you're really close. This isn't for people on the subway to read while you drive down the subway.
No.
You get to read it first, so it's your own personal
Exactly, and
uplifting
people have their
jewelry.
own favorite verses. So this one, this has about
15 of them. Yeah.
is a lot. This is 12. Actually, with God, all things are possible. I can do all things through Christ. So they have all. So you pick your favorite verses and you wear it.
Where can people find them?
So we in about over 5,000 stores all over U.S.
And what's your website?
Well, so goodworksmakeadifference.com.
Goodworks make a difference, or
Makes it goodworksmakeadifference.com. Yes. And then you can find it in a lot of stores, a lot of boutiques. We are actually in the Buckles. I don't know if you heard of it. They have about 200 stores.
Cool. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mimi.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Well, one of the things we always look for when we're at the trade shows is, and this is our 20th one now, is gloves, and we found some really cool ones over here. We found Rob with bare knuckles, and you're out of Idaho, right?
That's correct.
Now, tell us how this company started, because it's a fun story about the guy who started this.
Well, the guy who started this, his name is Sean Shield, and in the bareback riding circles, he's well known because he's worked on this design over almost 30 years. And today, there's not a professional bareback rider that we know of, and we look, that doesn't wear his glove.
So he designed this glove, obviously, because he was trying to stay on the horse. What's different about it? Why is this different?
Well, the key, one of the keys to staying on the horse, I mean, it's not the only key, but is you got to have a good grip.
Well,
right?
It's a good key when you're riding a bronc, right?
Right. And the thing is with bareback riders, they use a really thick leather. Mm-hmm. And the gloves that were being made then, and they're still made the same way today. Any leather glove you're going to look at out there, they might say they're pre-curved or formed to meet ergonomic, but they maybe just a couple degrees.
Because most gloves are designed straight. They're straight
right.
up and down.
They're flat pieces of leather sewn together.
But that's not how our hands are. If the listener right now takes their hand and just puts it out, they're going to see that their fingers are curled.
That's right. If you put your hand out in front of you, I mean, your fingers curl back towards you.
Right.
Up or down, your hand is.
You have to physically
like
think about opening your hand and being straight.
So what Sean did is he found a very durable way to make your glove in that formation.
Already curved, pre-curved.
Yeah. And there's a couple of slots along the fingers where they're cut. We call it a double wedge design. And the fingers are curved on that, and the one side of that slit is stretched.
So it holds the fingers shut. And the way the leather is designed, it's designed that I don't have, like right now I'm wearing one of the gloves, I don't have tension on my hand. I'm just relaxed. My hand is relaxed, which my fingers are curved, and there's no tension.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if anybody out there who wears gloves all day for a living,
which is all our listeners who ride,
right, they're going to want to listen up because I'm sure they've had the experience if they've been wearing a glove a long time and then they take it off, their hand aches, the joints ache because those gloves that they're wearing that are sewn flat,
they're basically fighting
your
them,
hand
right?
is fighting that leather and the stitching all day. These are built to be right with your hand. And how much effort does it take to close your fist with this glove?
Not none. Right.
Yeah. And that's exactly what, that's what he was going for with the bareback ride.
And I have big hands, and this is an extra large I'm wearing, and it fits me perfectly. And usually the fingers are goofy. They're too short or too long. There's something that the fingers are goofy and it doesn't fit right. This one fits me. You're not getting these back, by the way. So Jennifer's here, too. How about looks from the female perspective?
These are really well-made gloves. The stitching is tight and it's even, and like you said, the fingers are shaped like fingers and the palm is shaped like a palm, which is hard to find. The ones you're wearing are a work glove, like you would wear to make hay, muck stalls, fix fence, or ride.
Well, they make those too here.
Right. So no, these are a top quality glove from my point of view. They're really nice, and the leather is lovely.
Yeah, we get a really nice tumbled leather that stands up better than most leathers in water, and we do have some water resistant gloves too with fleece lining for those that live in cold area. Yeah.
So you have gloves for bareback bronc riders. You have gloves for generic work. You have gloves for welders.
Yes, and all kinds of welders
and riding.
Too. Yeah, and riding. We're going to be there will be goat skin driver gloves in the future with.
I love me a goat skin glove.
Closed
oh my
backs.
Gosh.
You found the only pair of goat skin gloves he had, and you really like those.
Yeah, those are our demos. We just got those back from the manufacturer, and we are going to production on them immediately.
Yeah,
because we know they're going to want people are going to want them
because people like her are going to want them.
Yeah.
Well, where can people find the gloves?
Well, right now you can go to buybareknuckles.com, and that's the bear is like the animal.
Like the animal. Yep. And
That we
there's a
are-
picture of Big Bear on their logo. So we just came upon Christina's booth, which is very colorful because it has a whole bunch of blow-up everything. Cactus, palm trees. You got all kinds of things here at the booth, but you sell socks, not blow-up things.
Well, we sell fun. So
You do.
the blow-up things are definitely fun, and so are our incredible socks.
And the name of the company is Dreamers and Schemers, which I really like. But you're out of Canada, right?
Yeah, we are. Our head office is out of Canada.
Where in Canada?
Victoria,
We have
actually.
a lot of listeners up there.
Victoria, British Columbia.
So what are you selling here at the show?
Our fantastic boot socks. I've got the new summer lineup and some of our
There's some
spring
fun ones.
carryover.
There's some fun ones. The bombs are really good.
The F-bombs are
Yeah,
a cheeky
F-bombs
favorite.
are really good. I like those. But you have all kinds of fun designs that I have not seen before, and we've seen a lot of socks over the years. What makes your boot socks better than somebody else's boot socks?
Well, I wouldn't say better. I would just say different.
Okay.
So besides our fantastic
No,
patterns...
you should say better. You should say they're the best out there.
Oh, there's room for everyone. Those are the bananas. Oops.
Jennifer just found the banana socks.
My dog Bennett,
You
his
slip on those a
nickname
lot.
is Nanners, and so I had to make a boot sock with bananas all over them. And I also know a lot of people that call their horse banana.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
We try to
I
do
know a lot
some
of horses that are
nickname-
bananas,
Yeah,
so,
exactly. And same with pickle. That's why we did the pickle socks, because a lot of people
You
call
got
their horses pickles.
Oh, you got booze socks
We
too.
got booze socks. We've
Oh,
got
that's
the
perfect for somebody I know.
wine socks for spring, and then we've got I don't have them here yet, but we've got our tropical cocktails coming out for the second summer delivery. But back to why our boot socks are different. Besides our incredibly funky patterns that I get inspired to create or work with artists to license products. Or
So
to
you're not just
create.
going finding stock material. You're actually
No.
getting this designed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I license the artwork. I create it myself, or I work with a really amazing network of creative women that create whatever in my mind, whatever I need to create.
You work with dreamers and schemers.
I do. Basically, exactly that. But what sets our socks apart from the rest is the construction, which we've worked quite hard on. And longtime fans of Dreamers and Schemers will know that we have gone through several iterations of our sock construction. And we're really happy with the one that we have right now. It consists of a long loop terry cotton bottom. So it gives you a little bit of padding, a little bit of blister protection, but it also is more durable than a regular nylon sock. Regular nylon.
Because they tend to wear out quickly.
They do.
If you wear
and
them all the time.
I personally don't like the feeling of them when I sweat. It's just like kind of a gross, sweaty nylon in a leather boot. It's not.
Brings you back to the old days when people wore nylon.
Oh, I know. Well, they still do. But so we kept that bottom quite thin, but still durable, moisture wicking. And then we went with a durable poly nylon leg and top of the foot. So we kept it as thin as we possibly could without being a nylon, but with that extra bit of durability.
And is that elastic around the top?
It is. There's a black
Okay.
cuff around the top, and that also is one of our main differentiations, is so that if you're in the ring and your boot slouches down, you don't see pattern. You only see that black cuff at the top. So you're not going to get yelled at by your trainer.
And that also means your socks won't be sliding down either, which is annoying too.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, it keeps them up as well. So we've got a couple good points.
So these are approved for OCD people whose sock slides down. It just drives them insane.
Insane.
So yeah, that's one's taller than the other.
Mm-hmm.
So OCD approved. Just go to Dreamers. They put that in your tagline. Go to dreamersandschemers.com.
Yeah, that's it.
I'd have to look up how to spell schemers, but it's SCHEMERS. Dreamersandschemers.com. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you for coming by.
We found a company that you all know, and we've talked about before, and they've been on the show a number of times over the years, and that's C4. So Jennifer was walking by the booth here, and you guys said, "Oh, you're wearing one of our belts." But that one's one of the original belts. How old is that?
That one has to be about 6 years old.
It was the first year,
Yeah,
I
because
think.
that's one of our older buckles. So
But
probably
that
6 or 7
shows
years old.
you, even with the material they're made out of, they last. Because
They last. It's our
Jennifer's still
lifetime
wearing it.
guarantee because we know they're going to last.
Well, you have something new, though, at this show. Tell us about it.
We do. So we launched dog collars recently, and we're really excited.
Made out of the same material
about
as the
those.
belts?
Made out of the same material.
Which is what material?
It's basically a thermopolymer.
Okay.
Some people will look at it and say, oh, it's plastic.
Right.
But it's a polymer. So what's great about that is it's super durable. It is the same material as a snowmobile tread. So
Is that right?
It is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
No wonder it's lasted around your waist.
Exactly. The great thing about the dog collars is there's so many fun prints. Small, medium, large, and extra large, but they come with all the same value propositions as the belt. So lifetime guarantee. They are waterproof. You could even say weatherproof. Antimicrobial, easy to clean. Put it in the top rack of your dishwasher if you like.
I
But
like the
they're
one that says.
odor-proof.
I like the one that says sometimes I'm and a picture of a donkey.
Yes.
Yes.
Inspired by
And
a
we've
tag
all
we
had that
saw
dog.
on a dog. Or even the one, my name is No.
Yeah, that's right. Now,
So-
I like you said odor-proof because so many of the leather collars do get stinky with dogs.
Yes, and nylon.
Yeah.
I have 3 dogs of my own, and one used to wander off and find any kind of deer droppings that she could and roll in them. That was her favorite
yeah.
thing.
Or
and I
dead
could
things. They love to roll in dead
yes.
things. Yeah.
And we could never get the smell out of the nylon collar. So these are perfect for that.
What sizes? From little to
Small-
big?
Yes. So small to extra large. So the small is like 10 to 14 inches. So we are working
So
on...
it'll fit a Jack Russell because,
It will fit a Jack Russell, will not fit a Chihuahua. So we are working on that. We just want to be sure.
Yeah, you just get a watch band.
That is true. That's true.
Just any
And
bracelet
I
will
must
do.
Say the extra large is a 22 to 26 pounder, so that's like your Great Pyrenees,
Rottweiler, yeah.
Although I was at a show recently, and a mom bought it for her son, whose pants were falling down, and it was perfect.
It's perfect. It was
So we're
suspenders too.
multi-dimensional. Absolutely.
And how much will these retail for, dog collars?
18 to 28.
Okay, sounds
and
good.
then if you want to get personalized, then that's a $4 upcharge, but super easy to do. We can put your name and phone number, not your name, but the dog's name and your phone number on it, so then you don't have to worry about a jingly tag on it.
Oh, that's cool. So where can people find them?
So c4belts.com, or you can go to c4dogcollars.com, or your local retailers and tack shops.
Most tack shops carry C4 these days. So,
Yes, definitely in your local
and
tack
if they don't
shops.
have the dog collars, ask for them. Make them buy them.
Please do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
The end of the hallway where we have our booth along with the Wisdom by WESA podcast is Rockmount Ranchwear. And David's here. And I got to look at across the way, and he has this awesome, cool-looking, what they call ranchwear, Western-style clothing. But it's so retro. I'm in love with it already. So David's going to sit down and chat with us a little bit. Welcome to the show, David.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Rockmount Ranchwear, made in the USA. Judging by the logo of the company, it's been around a while.
Yeah, so we're actually in our 73rd year right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an exciting thing to be a part of. We're a 4th-generation company. My great-grandfather started the business in 1946, and then my grandfather was a part of it. And now my uncle Steve Weil is the president.
Is the president, and he's dragged you into the business.
He has, yeah. He wrangled me in. No, it's actually something that I'm really proud to be a part of. It's nice to like what you do. We're fortunate because we're also in something that's creative.
Well, yeah, you're basically in the fashion industry, right? That's very creative work.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the shirts are, actually my great grandfather. So Jack A. Weil was the first person to put snaps on Western shirts.
Really?
So these are...
we love him.
Yeah.
Why don't they still put snaps on shirts? Really?
Yeah, so originally it was actually for practical safety purposes. It was so if the rider fell off his or her horse, they wouldn't get dragged.
The clothing would just pop apart.
Exactly. And so now it became more of a style and a look, which is what he was really going for too. He wanted to contribute to the Western look. And
Glenn's over there shopping right now. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
he found our most wild shirt.
The craziest shirt in there, yeah.
Yeah, so we do a lot of prints, lots of embroidery, and then we have kind of the more subdued, solid.
Oh, the car one is awesome. Yeah.
Really nice prints.
And now some of your designs are very contemporary, and that the one Glenn just picked out with the cars all over it. You would see that in any fashionable men's shop in America. And then you also have some over here that are just gorgeous that you would see on the movie stars in the 40s. Are those actual designs from previous decades that you've kept or brought back, or are those new ones that you've created for the current market.
Right. Yeah. So it's definitely both. We're introducing new styles to our line constantly. Definitely a lot of fleece and flannel. That's a newer
really
type
interesting.
of thing. Yeah. Going back to your question, we have some styles that we've made for many years. Steve actually wrote a book, and I've got a copy of it over here. But one of our original styles is actually featured on the front, and we still make it. So, I mean, obviously they're all original styles.
Oh my gosh, you did a coffee table book, Western Shirts, a classic American fashion by Steve Weil and Daniel DeWeese. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. And is that the same shirt? That's close, but it's not the same shirt.
Yeah, that's not the same one. Yeah, so it just features it. It's kind of like like a history.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
anybody who's interested in the Western lifestyle and the fashion industry, this is a beautiful book. I didn't even know about this part. How cool is that? So, ask the question about the shirts. What is your most popular line? Because you have shirts, you have hats, you have scarves. I love the men's ties. What's the most popular line of products that Rockmount has?
Well, shirts are really the bread and butter of our business. We do a lot of other types of products. We do men's, women's, and kids.
Oh, you do all. Okay.
And so I would say our shirts, and that's really what we're known for. Yeah, and we've been really fortunate in where our shirts have ended up. Lots of entertainers have found us over the years.
Well, I can see why, because they are just. That's not something you see every day. You're not going to see that in a big box store.
Yeah, that's right.
Those embroidered shirts are not something you're going to find in a big box store.
No, and actually that's something that we're proud of. We work really hard to stay away from, discounters and other types of companies like that, and really focus on, mom and pop shops. And some of them, I should mention, we've done business with for a very long time. And, that's one of my favorite things about this job is that I get to hear stories from people who knew, family members of mine that are no longer with us. And they're not, anything, any stories that I would hear otherwise. So.
If somebody's curious about Rockmount wear and they would like to find a store where they can buy some, how would they find that out?
So our only store is, essentially, we're mostly a wholesale business. We have the website, which is retail, and then we have our flagship store at 1626 Wazee Street in Denver.
So you're right here in Denver?
Yeah, just a block away from Union Station. But yeah, we sell to a lot of stores kind of globally. So
you have retailers around the world. Is there a list of retailers available on your website, or should people call you on the phone if they need to find a retailer?
Yeah, absolutely. Give us a call. Our number is 303-629-7777. And our offices are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 Mountain Standard Time.
They're embracing the 21st century, but they're old school. So the website address, again, is rockmount.com.
Yep.
Spelled just like it sounds. And you can browse through the galleries. You can learn about the company. And if you need to find a retailer, I'm sure there's an email address there as well as a phone number.
Yes.
And you can just contact Rockmount.
That's exactly right.
And ask for David, because he's nice.
You can ask for me, absolutely.
Thanks a lot for your time.
We've got two Davids, so I'm David Oxner. I should clarify.
Ask for the right David.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, thanks a lot for spending some time with us.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your taking the time.